Houston Arts and Media started when we realized that there's a need for good quality products to teach Texas history. There are books that are out there, but people don't necessarily learn in the same ways that they used to. Video is an important thing. Web content is an important thing in the schools today. And at the same time that they're cutting school budgets, there's a bigger need for more of this more compelling media to teach Texas history. So that's what we set out to remedy. And we brought together artists, filmmakers, writers, and we started producing quality video and quality material to teach Texas history and hopefully make this a better state. Ultimately, what we want to accomplish is to give all Texans a stake in their history, an understanding of the people that came before them, of what those people did, and what makes Texas what it is today. It's important to tell the big stories, but it's also important to tell little stories. People get engaged in history when they see something that looks like them. And if you're just telling the story of the rich people or the people who fought in important battles, then you're not telling the story of everyday Texans. And that's the kind of thing that we're really hoping to remedy. So in order to do that, we need to increase our funding. We need to get more people on staff. We need to raise our profile. And if that all happens, then we're going to be able to reach a lot of different people around Texas. What makes Houston Arts and Media successful is talent. We have an incredibly creative, talented bunch of writers and filmmakers. On the creative side, we have professional historians involved. So we're telling the true story of Texas history, and we're doing it in a very engaging, compelling, and artful manner. Frankly, better than you're going to find it anywhere else. We've built relationships with the top academic historians around the state, and they're involved in all the projects we do. So we know that there's as little misinformation as we can possibly disseminate. Nothing's perfect, but we strive to make everything as close to perfect as we possibly can, while still engaging people in the history of our state. What makes Houston Arts and Media effective is passion. All of the people involved in these projects really care about the Texas history stories. We like the stories that we're producing, and we work together well. We're a team that's done a lot of projects over the years, and we know how to work together. We help each other out on their individual jobs. Everybody knows they have a role to play, but we also work together as a team. So that passion that we have, the fun that we have when we're producing these projects, the fun that we have learning about these projects, even the research, all of that comes across. So when people watch something on the screen, when people read something on the page, they sense that. They understand how much we care about these stories, and that makes them care about these stories. We measure success by how many people watch what we produce, how many people read the things that we write. And we've been fortunate because our public television station here in Houston picked up 2 of the documentaries that we've done, and they're running our ham slices of history throughout the day. The HISD channel, which goes into all of Houston independent schools, also runs all of our programming. They're always asking for more. So ultimately, it's the people that we reach is what our measure of success is. People sometimes look at our name, Houston Arts and Media, and think that we're involved in fine arts, in painting. Periodically, we have people that want us to promote their street art. That's not what we do. What we do is history. We use artistically talented people to create media projects to teach about Texas history. It can be history that's related to the arts. It is often history that's related to music, to other aspects of culture and humanities. But ultimately, it's all talking about Texas history and what makes us who we are as Texans today. We've had a lot of accomplishments that make us very proud. Certainly being on PBS is something that is especially gratifying for us. All of the different school districts that are taking our material and putting it into the classrooms. We've worked with the Texas State Historical Association at these teacher conferences where the teachers can take the material that we produce right back to their students. We've won a lot of awards. The Texas Historical Commission honored us as the best media project in Texas. We've won national awards. We've won film festival awards. The National Trust for Historic Preservation picked one of our videos to be their National Video of the Month. But it's more than that. We also work with other nonprofits. We create projects in partnership with them. If we create something about another nonprofit or another historic landmark, we'll work with their friends organization so they can put the material up on their website. Ultimately, though, what really is our biggest accomplishment is bringing new people into the fold of Texas history. We face the same challenges that everyone in the nonprofit world faces, and that is raising money. We'd all rather be focusing on our mission statement, on the tasks that we want to accomplish, but you have to go and raise money. What we're doing with film is particularly expensive. People think that because you can buy a home video camera that it shouldn't cost a lot of money, but if you're making broadcast quality film, it does cost a lot. Every little bit adds up, and it's an expensive proposition. Ultimately, what makes us a little bit more of a difficult task that we're facing is that we're not curing a disease. We're doing something that's much more abstract. We're teaching people history. We're bringing the humanities to them and hopefully making them better citizens of Texas when we do it. With additional resources, we'll be able to expand our capacity to produce these media projects to teach about Texas history. We've been doing award-winning projects, and there's so many more stories to tell. Texas history has an almost infinite number of stories that need to be highlighted, so people can find something that they can relate to. And with more money, frankly, we can create more projects. We want to do things to expand on our work on Texas music history. Houston, for example, has an incredible music history in blues and R&B. Those are stories that we could tell more about. We want to do some more work with science and history. Talk about things like the ecological system of Galveston Bay. Work on more projects about the history of space exploration. There's so many stories that we could tell, we just need more resources to do them. Our vision is to get the educational media that we create into every Texas history classroom in the state. Schools don't have the money to acquire all of this. We don't have the capacity to give it all to them. We want to have capacity on the web where people, all Texans, adults and students, can go and learn about their state, can learn about their city, and do it for free online. That's our ultimate goal.